In this driving lesson video, I'm going to share with you a very important tip about using the handbrake around pedestrians and pedestrian crossings. If you want to learn to be a better driver, whether you're beginning from the start or preparing for a test or anywhere in between, then why not subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification where you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. So back to this one then on using the handbrake. Sometimes pedestrians can be quite careless and casual in terms of crossing the road, and they may walk out behind you without you realizing it. Let's have a look at a few examples now. So in this situation here, I'm following traffic along and I'm going to be approaching a pedestrian crossing soon. If we take a look at the car in front here, the blue car here, if this car does come to a stop here, he really should use the handbrake, because if he doesn't, and then subsequently pedestrians use the pedestrian crossing behind him, what could happen then is by the time he lifts his foot off the brake and brings the clutch up, there is a potential, there is a chance that his car could roll back. So that's why it's so important to use the handbrake there if he stops, just for overall safety. And in this situation here, I am driving up a hill and there's a school on my left, and I'm coming up towards what would be called the pelican crossing, where the pedestrians press the button and the lights turn red for traffic, and then the pedestrians can cross when they get the opportunity. So here, if you can see here that there's an uphill here, so if I was to stop just after the speed bump here, just after the crossing, if I was to stop there, it would be absolutely essential that I would use the handbrake, because if I don't and I lose a little bit of control, there is a chance that the car could roll back and possibly get too close or hit people or children who could be using the pelican crossing at my back. And in this situation, this was a couple of weeks ago when I was making footage for a different video, and this just happened. But I'm at a T-junction here and I'm creeping out and I'm just edging forward, and then suddenly on the right there I see a child on a bike kind of weaving around there. So he's coming along, so that's grabbed my attention, so I'm already going to be more careful at this particular junction. And then what happens then is a man comes along with a dog, so you can see him there on the right. So he's kind of in the middle of the road, he's not really walking on the footpath. So I'm conscious there, using the handbrake, maybe letting him cross. But then if you look just right here in the mirror, what do you see? You see a woman in the mirror there, crouched down, bent over slightly, so more than likely there's going to be a child with her if that's the case, probably another child on a bike. And the woman is crossing the road behind me. So the man and the child, the little boy, is crossing in front of me and the woman is crossing behind me. So obviously I had the handbrake up here and I was conscious of that woman who was crossing the road behind me, and I used the handbrake so I didn't roll back. And then once it was safe, I proceeded along then. So I hope this video helps to illustrate the importance of using the handbrake if you think that there are pedestrians or there could be pedestrians behind you as you're stopped and waiting. If you're not sure, you should just use the handbrake anyway, just to be safe. I have made another video on handbrake use, which I leave a link for in the description. So thanks a million for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to ask me in the comments section if you have any further questions about the handbrake or about stopping or any issues about driving in general. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.